Boom, right there. Yeah. How's it going, guys? That's me, Token Vaping. So today's review is going to be another 2 flavors out of the line that I started on the last video that you saw. It is from a company called Clockwork Elixirs, and today I'm going to be reviewing number 3 and number 4 out of that line. It is a 5 flavor line, so then my final video for the last flavor will be a little bit shorter than these ones are, but it's just, like I said, it's a newer line. I came across them. I was fortunate to have the opportunity to do this, so I was just trying to get this done and get this out to you guys as quickly as I could. So since I'm doing 2 flavors, as I did on the last video, I'm going to be doing it off of 2 sets. As you can tell, both, if I can get them to focus, there you go. New cotton. They are both set, and I will show you the setting on them. They are both set at 75, as I do for my videos. My cotton, as always, is Texas Tough. This is one of the last older bags that I have. They did change the packaging, change the label. Quality of the cotton is still the same. Little to no break-in time, full of flavor, lasts quite a bit. But I will put that link in the comment box below. So, to jump right into the flavor for this, we're going to start with number 3. And what's cool is that they have the flavor listed on here as well. So if you're not always sure or remembering what it is, you can always just check on that. But this is a iced tea lemonade mix. And hopefully we'll have that refreshing combination of both. So as you saw, definitely a stout security ring right in here. Go ahead. Definitely has a nice pop of the lemonade, but you can definitely smell the iced tea on the tail end of that inhale, so that's actually really nice. So we're gonna go ahead and vape this, and we will see how close to that profile that the flavor is. If it's anything like the first 2 flavors, then I definitely have high hopes for this one as well. But we will vape it and we will check it out, and then I will let you know. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure that this is all coated, and then, like I said, the cotton basically takes really well, so you don't really need to wait very long for it to soak in, which is really nice. Do a quick pre-burn, maybe get some off the smell of that. Even on a pre-burn, it's actually really nice. They get a lot more of the iced tea on the pre-burn, which is interesting as well, since the lemonade I figured would have a little bit more of a pop. But go ahead and get this capped, and as always, as you can see right there, it's 75 watts, and this is number 3, the iced tea lemonade mix from Clockwork Elixirs. Definitely like the cloud production off this line that I've noticed. Okay, so as always, I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick re-drip, and this is just to ensure that I have not missed anything on the flavor, or that if there's supposed to be something that hasn't come out fully yet, that I'm not missing out on it, just so that I can fully inform you of what the flavor is. So just give me 1 second here. Okay, so number 3, the iced tea lemonade. Very, very full of flavor, actually. The inhale is definitely lemonade. You get that quick lemonade citrus. I don't want to say citrusy, but like that lemon, but it's not super strong to where it tastes like the peel. How you get like that zest of it. It's actually more of the mellowed out lemonade that definitely hits your tongue. I would say it melds into the iced tea about midway, and then the tail end of it is basically going to be kind of like the bottom half of a glass of iced tea, where you get all that flavor hit after it sits for a second, and then it's just a really nice, refreshing, clean punch of iced tea. And then as soon as you're basically done vaping it, there's a slight I would say a slight aftertaste that stays on your tongue for a couple of seconds, and then it's gone. And then it just makes you want to keep vaping it because, like I said, it is a lighter flavor, it is a crisper flavor. It definitely has a very nice flavor punch to that, but it still has that clean, crisp hit that a lot of people are looking for these days. So number 3 is definitely a nice follow-up to the first 2 flavors. So now number 4, and this is the one that I found interesting, because if you saw my previous video, then number 1 was the coffee fudge and caramel, and you guys know that I'm not a coffee person, and I was very impressed with that flavor because of how smooth it was. This one here is a vanilla custard, which you know I'm a huge fan of, but it has a third ingredient added into that, and it is tobacco. Now, as you guys know, I'm not a huge tobacco vapor. I've not found one that really works because they're all super harsh or super strong. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying this one, but this literally is just vanilla, custard, and tobacco. So we're gonna pop this one open, and we're definitely gonna jump into this one and check this one out. See? And even on the smell, I'm actually already impressed, because the smell is more of the vanilla custard, and then the very ending of it, honestly, the very tail end, you get the slightest aroma of tobacco off of that. So it's already, on the smell of it, it's not gonna have a super pungent odor, which is a good sign, because most tobacco flavors that I have tried, the tobacco is just overwhelming. It's super strong, it's powerful, and it ends up overtaking anything that's supposed to be in that if it's mixed in with something. So this has a very nice subtle aroma to it, and like I said, it's just on the tail end from what I got out of that, and you definitely smell the vanilla custard aspect of this. I'll be honest with you, that's actually really shocking. Even on a pre-burn, all I smell is vanilla custard. I don't get any of the tobacco off the pre-burn. So that's definitely a positive sign for me as well. So now I'm actually really looking forward to trying this, which I'm going to do right now. So go ahead and get this popped up, and as I stated, as always, for my reviews, at 75. So this is number 4, which is the vanilla custard tobacco. Wow. Okay, just because I do it with all my reviews, I'm going to do a quick re-drip on this. But I'm telling you right now, I can honestly say, without a doubt, I've finally come across something that has really caught me by surprise. And if you've watched my videos, it doesn't happen super often, but give me 1 second here. This is very impressive. The vape itself, 100%, the bulk of what I get out of this, I won't say 100%, let me rephrase that. The bulk of this vape, I would say 98% of this is straight vanilla custard, and it is really smooth. It is a very nice custard. It's got a hearty custard flavor to it. Just enough vanilla that gives it that slight bit of sweetness. The tobacco, and this is where I'm shocked, the tobacco is actually more of an aftertaste than anything. It is not overpowering in this vape at all. It is not a powerful star of this flavor. If somebody was to ask, I honestly would not say that the tobacco is the main star of this flavor, but it has just enough on the tail end that it basically is more of like a smoky aroma that settles in your mouth after you vape it, so that you know it's there, but by no means does this overtake this vape at all in any way. Out of all the tobacco flavors that I have tried to date, this is probably one of the smoothest, only because it is really subtle. So if you want a tobacco flavor without it being all tobacco, or you want something that has a bit of sweetness or something else to it so that it's not just a straight tobacco vape, definitely try this one. I'm absolutely very impressed with it. But like I said, Clockwork Elixirs, it is a 5 flavor line. They're based on the East Coast. This is in a 3 milligram. They are offered in a 0, 3, and a 6. It is a 70-30 mix ratio, and they come in 60 ml unicorn bottles that have a really solid security ring on them, the lock ring, and then it has all the warning and ingredient labeling that is mandatory for the industry nowadays. But definitely check them out. They're at clockworkelixir.com. If you work in a shop, associated to a shop, own a shop, definitely reach out to this company and find out about ordering some, putting it on your shelves. Definitely a rock solid line, up to date. Like I said, I've got one more flavor to review. That will be my next video, and then that will be the 5 flavor line. But as always, guys, thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Hopefully this will help if you're looking for a rock solid quality on point flavor line. But definitely to let you know that there are better things out there, newer things that you may not have heard of. And until next time, as always, I'm Token Vaping. Always truly love yourself. Vape on, vape strong.